More classrooms are closing and moving online. Today, the governor announced that all SUNY and CUNY schools will begin distance learning for the remainder of the spring semester.
And with every day, there are more and more efforts to keep people safe. UB, Buff State, and all other SUNY and CUNY schools will go virtual for the rest of the semester. Dozens of campuses will be closed. Hundreds of thousands of students will have to complete their classes online.
Oh, it was a lot to take in, I'm not going to lie, and it was a lot of confusion going on as far as what's going on with graduation and classes for the rest of the semester.
March 2020. America, but more specifically New York, is facing the first major spike of COVID-19, the virus that has changed the way we live forever. Students were sent home from their dorms, apartments, and college houses uncertain of what was in store for their education, or lack thereof, in the next several months. A college campus, which was once a place of constant traffic and action, now a barren wasteland. The alarming rise in cases, along with health and safety guidelines drafted by global health organizations, pushed state authorities to institute shelter-in-place orders that forced educators and students to pivot to virtual learning. Students now had to rely on technology, high-speed internet, and the ability to teach themselves course content.
I think the switch to online learning has challenged just about everybody. It was kind of an unexpected transition and everyone adapted differently. Personally, I'm a visual learner, so it was more difficult for me, I guess, to transition to virtual learning without human interaction and seeing things visually, kind of having to teach myself on my own. So it was a challenge, but it drives you to find your own motivation to get the work done and, you know, do the best you can do still given the circumstances.
Just like being in person and like actually like talking to people like face to face, just get more out of it, and like online, like trying to like email people, like they don't always get back to you, and just like even like talking to like your professor, like sometimes it's so hard to like get in contact with them.
It's easier for me to learn more efficiently if I'm in a classroom full of students rather than on a Zoom where it's easy to just turn off your camera and your mic and just sit in a room, you know. You have all this ability to just get up and walk away from your camera if you want to.
One thing that has become abundantly clear is that since 2019, internet with a strong connection and high speeds has become less of a luxury and more of a necessity for students. Although the virus is not a direct threat to the typical college student, its effects have radically changed the way they view and earn their education.